Hey everyone, Ken Wink here to provide the market commentary for September 2025. Before we jump into the market update, I just wanted to mention that we have had a huge upgrade to our financial planning software. So in 2024, one of our primary goals was to find absolutely the most exceptional financial planning and tax planning software. And after testing many of the noteworthy programs, we've been using what we consider to be a great program for over a year now. It's called Right Capital, and it will allow us to map out how much you should convert from IRA to Roth IRA or from pre-tax 401k to Roth 401k. We can figure out once you're retired where you should take money from first. Do we take it from the bank, from Roths, from IRA, from 401k? We can help you with a Social Security maximization report baked into the cake, so help you determine when you should turn on Social Security and when, if you're married, when your spouse should turn it on. We can do multi-generational tax planning to figure out how do we get the most money to the next generation by taking advantage of tax laws that are in place today. And perhaps most importantly, we can tell you exactly when you can retire. Make sure that your financial plan is going to go the distance. If you have adult children or nieces or nephews that are working right now and trying to figure out, am I setting enough aside to retire on time? We can figure this out for them. There's no cost for us to create one of these reports for you. So please touch base today if you'd be interested in learning more about it. Just please be patient with us because we're pretty sure we're going to get a large response since we're sending this out to all of our clients. So we'll get through these reports as quickly as we can, but we'd love to create one for you. So on to the stock market update for September. We're calling this cloudy with a chance of rate cuts because we're not exactly sure what's going to happen. On October 22nd, the Federal Reserve Chairman Powell presented at the Fed's annual economic symposium in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And during the speech, he mentioned that the Fed is pretty seriously considering lowering interest rates at their next meeting, which takes place on September 17th. And that's because the last jobs report number didn't come in really great. So we'll see how this all pans out. If interest rates were to be reduced, there's a chance that the market's going to surge higher in the hopes that if businesses and consumers have lower borrowing costs, that should stimulate the economy. There's a lot up in the air, though, guys. Tariff policies with 3 of the largest U.S. trading partners are still being negotiated. So that's Canada, Mexico, and China. So how these negotiations, how they shake out, could really have a large effect on the U.S. economy. So we won't necessarily have an answer on all of those, most likely until November. So there's a lot that can go on between now and then while we wait for the current delay to finish up here. So while past performance cannot predict future performance, if you have some money on the sidelines, September may be an opportunity to buy in low. So please let us know if you've got some money that's sitting on the sidelines, just because we have a lot of interesting opportunities right now. Some of them actually have downside protection, but really good upside potential, both long-term and short-term. So if you look at the stock market over the last 5 years or 10 years, or even going all the way back to 1928, the stock market has actually, on average, been negative in September. So in our opinion, the market's had a really good run the last few months, ever since the tariff drop back in April. So it's sort of due for a healthy little drop here. The market doesn't typically go up in a straight line forever. There's got to be some peaks and valleys there. So, here we go getting out our crystal ball. Anything can happen. We could absolutely be wrong. The most likely scenario is that we get a bit of a pullback in September, possibly even lead into October a bit. And then hopefully November and December we'll have a year-end rally. There's a good chance the market will be higher towards the end of the year in December than it is right now. So if there's a dip here, it may be an opportunity to buy, but we'll see what happens. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and it's a great time to touch base with us. If we haven't sat down in a while, we'd be happy to go over your numbers with you or talk about retirement with you. We can do it face-to-face, over Zoom, over the phone. Give us a call at 586-226-2100 or visit our website, summitfc.net. On behalf of Bob Wink, Ken Wink, Jim Wink, Zach, James, and Daniel, thanks for watching. We'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Summit Financial.
Working with people you trust.